to the Brotherhood. But my personal belief is that Qatar is not working alone. Qatar is a kind of ally or agent or whatever to the United States, if not Israel itself, and Turkey. These four countries are arranging with each other, they are coordinating with each other in the region for each for its own interest and sometimes for common interest. So, but I am optimistic because even the Americans have come to a point to realize that the current regime in Egypt is having popular backing, and it's cementing its foot on the ground.
And it's useless
to be against it. And we are seeing Egypt going to cooperate with China, with Russia, with Japan, with African countries, with Arab countries. So it's in vain to confront Egypt and to lose it.
Right, but still with Qatar, Egypt's decision to pursue a neutral phase, let me put it that way, of relations with Qatar is not about just only seeking the harsh media campaigns that is made by Al Jazeera against the regime of Al-Sisi, who came by the choice of the Egyptian people, but also about Egypt's strong acknowledgement of the fact that Qatar has counterpart plans to be able to disrupt Egypt's attempts to maybe stabilize the explosive situations in Libya and Iraq and even in Yemen, where Qatar is a strong supporter of the people who are causing those turmoil, these acts of turmoil inside those countries. So Egypt is fully aware of the role that Qatar is playing, like you said and pointed out too, and that's why Egypt is keen on maintaining or cooling down or easing down with the tensions between Egypt and Qatar to be able to somehow contain the situation.
And this also comes within Egypt's keenness to keep the minimum of the Arab unity and solidarity, and responding positively to the Saudi and Emirate and Kuwaiti initiative to have some kind of rapprochement between Egypt and Qatar. If Qatar is still, and I think it is still interfering in strongly.
Right, if you could allow me, I'm really sorry, we have a live phone right now. Dr. Farghli the economic expert with us.
Yes.
Good evening, Dr. Farghli.
Good evening.
We all know that President Sisi attended the World Economic Forum, and he delivered a speech at the annual meeting and talked again about the decisive role or the key role Egypt is playing inside the region, especially in effecting peace, in effecting stability, in effecting the modernity of Islam and all of that particular very important elements. So he pointed out to the fact that have we people in the region, Egyptians and Arab nations, Arab states, have been alert or have been minding effecting peace and stability inside the region, a total new reality have been existing now on the ground that is different from the turmoil and the deepened lawlessness gripping some countries like Iraq and Libya and Yemen right now. How do you see that phrase given or the statement that was included in the president's speech?
Let me tell you that President Sisi, in his statement of 20 minutes, he tackled a wide range of issues regarding the Palestinian-Israeli problem, in addition to the environment changes and global warming Also, he tackled the issue of reconsidering, say, the Islamic speech, and also he asked the other, say, religious people from the other religion to take into consideration that we have to strike a balance and not to, say, feed violence. Also, he addressed the terrorist and violent, say, movement all over the world, and that this goes to, say, the concern of, say, everyone, including, say, whether, say, West or East, in every continent. So he, with respect to the, say, the Egyptian issue regarding, say, attracting and propagating, say, more investment to come to, say, to inject more investment in the Egyptian economy. He was, say, telling the participants, the 2,500 participants representing, say, different, say, views, and so he was telling them that Egypt is enjoying, say, stability, security stability. In addition, say, we are, say, completing the institutional step toward, say, to have a parliament. He told the participants that Egypt is welcoming all the, say, investors and those businessmen who want to get a high return for their investment. And we bring our, say, he mentioned that we, as a government and as a president and Egyptian, we are doing our best in order to streamline and improve the investment climate in Egypt.
Right. Dr. Farghli, would like to thank you very much for your valuable input, the economic expert. And going back to you, Ambassador, I'm sorry, unfortunately we only have like 1 minute or less to go. If you would like to continue with your assessment of the maintaining or, let's say, neutralizing the relations with Qatar.
Yeah, I would say briefly that Egypt is keen to have the list of the Arab unity and solidarity, and is very keen to calm things down, provided that Qatar will fulfill its promises to the Gulf states and to Egypt and stop interference in our internal affairs. But I think Qatar is still playing a big role in destabilizing Libya and supporting and financing a lot of factions over there. I would refer also to the American stance in the region, and with them, the Israelis and Turkish and Qatar. Even if the Americans are convinced now that it is in vain to confront Egypt or to lose Egypt as an important key player in the region, but I think myself they will not stop trying to play in the region or to sometimes to destabilize some Arab countries. As long as it is going with their own interest, especially with the Israeli interest in the region. I'm not a believer of the conspiracy theory, but it is there. It is there. We are seeing what's going on in the whole region. So I think it's, I hope it's not a tactical stance by the United States and Qatar, and Turkey is still not satisfied with us.
Right, on that note, we'll have to end it here. Very honored to have you, Excellency Ambassador Farghli Taha, former Assistant Foreign Minister. Thank you very much for coming over to Windows and Current Affairs, and I guess this brings us to the end of this edition of Windows and Current Affairs. Thank you very much for joining us, and please do join us again next week. Until then, let's sort it back.